Hi, friends of YouTube. This is Rosa, and we are in Surviving and Laughing with Rosa. Like I was explaining you before, that I have a liver transplant, and I was like 5 years misdiagnosed of what I had. So finally, when they find out that I had a cirrhosis, and it was stage 4, which I was really surprised because I don't know when I went through stage 1, 2, and 3. But by the time they find out, it was stage 4. And I know a lot of people have uh, interest in knowing what happened after diagnosed. Uh, what is that we have to do in order to get to be put it on the list for the transplant list, because uh, we have to make the list. We have to uh, um, have all the requirements, meet all the requirements for them to put you on a list, and then you have to just wait in, for your turn, and praying that your liver will get to you soon enough, so that you don't, because a lot of people die waiting for their turn. So my daughter was the one that came with me, and and at that time, because I was really ill, and I couldn't remember a lot of stuff, so she was the one that took care of all the paperwork and talked to the doctors. And so I want you to listen to her, that she's gonna explain you how I got to be put on the list.
Hi, I'm Tanya. Well, from what I can remember, we had to do a lot of testing beforehand. She had to have a series of different tests. Like, I think we had to get her heart ruled out and make sure everything was good with her heart. She had some blood platelet issues, so she had to get ruled out by like a hematologist and oncologist. So they thought maybe she had cancer. I think we had to do obviously liver test. She got diagnosed by a liver biopsy. That's how we knew that she had the cirrhosis, and some bands that they needed to put in. She also, we had to go through a new orientation, which they kind of explained the process of getting a liver transplant. And at the one that we had, the facility we went to, it was like a couple hours, and they talked about things, and they said, like, if you're a chronic alcoholic, then you have to prove that you weren't drinking for like 6 months before you're even considered to be on the list. And they also said that they don't really joke around with that if you can't be sober, then they don't put you on the list. And I think a lot of people that have cirrhosis and go through that, it's alcohol related. My mom's was not alcohol related. Hers was the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. NASH is what they call it. So we had to like go through that and like sign a bunch of documents. She had to just get cleared through like all sorts of things before she could be listed. And then for her case, she ended up having when they did one of the MRIs, I think they noticed that she had a hepatic the hepatic duct was clogged. So we had to go in and have them try to open that up, because I guess that's like one of the leading pathways of like blood flow to the liver. So without that open, how would they be able to put the new one in? And that has a couple series of stories that we're going to talk to, because that led up to her transplant. But just know you'll have to go through a couple different tests depending on what your facility does, and blood work and orientations and signing a lot of paperwork, and then being sober if that's something that you haven't been through.
And they give me a lot of shots, like
the vaccinations.
Mm-hmm. So those are a lot of requirements that we have to meet before they put you on the list. And in my case, I was really symptomatic, really symptomatic. I had a lot of issues, and I had a very good doctor that I was going with him before they put me on the list. And he was I was talking to him all the time, and my daughter was talking to him, and we explained him all my symptoms that I have. and because they go by this MEL score that my daughter is gonna explain you in a minute.
Oh, well, I
And-
have to remember what it sounds.
And that MEL score is you go into a transplant when you are like in your 20s
High
or,
20s.
or high 20s and 30s. But
Low 30s.
I was 18,
When we first
but
started.
I had so much symptoms that the doctor says that he was gonna talk to the transplant team, and see if they can put me on the list with a low score.
Mhm.
So in fact, he did talk to them, and they put me on the list.
We signed the papers
Wh-
for the list on your birthday. Do you remember?
Yes,
February 18 of 2019.
no 20,
Yeah, that's when you got your liver.
no 20, no, that was 2018.
No, you were listed on your birthday though, because you were.
Oh, that's
listed.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. You got listed on your birthday and then had the transplant in May
Yes.
for her.
So I think that we're gonna talk to you more about this in the future videos, and we just wanna thank you for being with us, and we appreciate that you are interested in this topic, because we know that this is something that you can find tomorrow, that you need a liver transplant, or maybe one of your loved ones. So I think it's good to know too. You have something else to say?
No, thank you for watching.
Subscribe to our channel. God bless you.